It's Sunday, March 20th, 2022. There's a saying, keeping up appearances, as far as neat and tidy is concerned with the outside world. What I'm unclear of is because I haven't been brought into a sports arena of any kind. I have not been invited into soccer. I've not been invited into basketball. I haven't been invited into football. I haven't been invited into Nascar. I think Nascar is like some Canadian affiliation. Now this is really frightening at the level of keeping up appearances in North America, Canada, and Europe. I have not been brought in. I haven't been introduced. I haven't even been afforded the opportunity. Like, nobody's come to sit down and say, you know what? 4 generations at least that we've neglected our responsibility to you and your family. We want to help you out, get back into the family, the bigger, greater existential family. None of that's been done. That's a big problem with keeping up appearances, guardian angels, and the guardians of the galaxy. Now, here's what they have this thing with NASCAR and some sponsorship. And now all of a sudden, something that, I mean, I'm not really interested in cars and in them going in a circle. I'm not. I'm interested in Canadians. I'm really not into cars. So for me, it's not a big thing. But I have 4 boys. They weren't even offered to see if, when they came out of Cosmic Nursery that I grew them in, if they'd even be interested. They weren't even given that level of introduction by those that have failed them 4 generations before. At what point, when you failed 4 generations being a greater existential management system, at what point do you step in and say, I better get my best players off the field and into some kind of semblance and woven back into the system so I can build the best them and the best me? Just curious if any of that even exists, because when I look on the TV and I look on the street, looks like everybody failed.
Who are breaking barriers in
And
NASCAR.
now they're failing louder.
CBS 2's Danya Backus introduces us to a pair of female pit crew members who are blazing new trails.
Inside these fire suits, carrying air wrenches and tires, are NASCAR first, Brianna Daniels and Delon.
Keeping up appearances, huh? Looks like we failed at several different sports. I'm here with the crushing, disgusting responsibility of everything being pushed in my face, like throwing shit in my face daily. And I've got no one to go, excuse me, I'm one person. I've got the next generation to think about. My parents didn't give a fuck about me. Anyone know where I could find some help?
Delonda Windenew.
Do you understand the impact that you're having on the sport?
We're still realizing it. Yeah, so it's hard to realize that. Like, from looking at how other people react to us, makes me realize more.
Daniels became the first black woman pit crew member in 2017.
First one, huh? So I guess you failed keeping up appearances yet again. It's just the evidence is everywhere. I mean, how does one fail at this? Neat and tidy is just not a responsibility of anybody anymore. There's nobody to hold accountable.
Windenew now joins her as the first foreign-born black woman. They pit together as tire changers for the Sports Xfinity Series.
Foreign-born black woman. That's interesting. That actually matches the vernacular of the us and then the not us, with foreign bodies inside of a body that's already under attack. Why would they keep introducing more foreign bodies, causing more problems existentially?
was it like when you knew that you guys were going to be pitting together?
You remember the Daytona 500 day? The morning? Oh, yeah. I was like really emotional. And I saw her crying and being emotional. I'm like, what's wrong with you? She's like a little nervous, you know. Come on, we gotta perform.
Both are former college athletes who knew nothing about
Oh, they got to college. Isn't that wonderful? Yeah, Ben and I mean, like, again, I entered a building, they called it a college. It was nothing like any of these people are exposed to. There's some kind of, like, really, like, upper level. I mean, like, again, I don't know how to describe college. For me, it was another building that I was held captive in with no product, no end result, no summation that actually fruited into anything important, while everybody's focus is on making sure they make everybody else's foreign bodies like big, capable, and strong. I'm really not seeing where team players and coaches are if they keep coaching the opposition to become stronger. Seems really stupid.
about NASCAR until they were recruited by NASCAR's Drive for Diversity program. It's designed to provide driver and pit crew training opportunities for women and minorities.
Not a car girl at all.
Hate to tell you, I'm the minority here, stupids, because I see them everywhere. It's star 1978, star 8378, Nicole, Cattaruzza. It's Earth, Solar System, Milky Way, Universe, Galaxy is broken. It's Bayside Station, Bayside, New York, 11361. At the same time, there's a couple of people that look like they're foreign bodies in New York, calling themselves public health experts. One calls itself a mayor. They're in charge of public safety, although gun violence is up. And there's a whole lot of, it's coronavirus time, so they're shooting people up with bioengineered products, pharmaceutical grade, that they have no idea what they actually do, or maybe some of them do, because it seems like they know a lot more than I do these days. It's star 1978, star 8378, Nicole, Cattaruzza.